And it was just constantly living and being consumed by the music for a week, 2 weeks.
All the time, so you don't need reminding. I've been spending time sitting down just thinking about
Jamz Supernova, and I'm here for the 2021 Hyundai Mercury Prize. Now next to me I have BERWYN, whose project that came out, DEMOTAPE, VEGA, made it onto the shortlist.
Yeah, it has.
It's an accomplishment, right?
It's an unbelievable accomplishment. Yeah.
What I've loved about seeing your journey is that it's very personal from the get-go. It's been about the story, a story of immigration, of survival, of your family and of your surroundings and where you've grown up and where you've come from. Why was it important for you to share that?
It wouldn't make sense for me to do it and not say what's on my chest. It was only natural to just say what's on my chest. Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about that time, like where it was made, the writing, where you were at.
I was living in terrible circumstances. I had less than no money. That's the thing. I had nothing but hope. I was doing things I probably shouldn't have been doing and would have probably ended to an irreversible place. But it probably ended there. So I took it upon myself to do what I can to better it. I decided to work on a little tape. Took me 2 weeks to finish. I didn't plan for it to take me 2 weeks to finish when I started. It's just by the end, 2 weeks came, I'd finished Farewell, and I was like, maybe this is done now. Yeah, it was just a diet of just having my iPod headphones in when I'm not making the music and being at the computer when I am, and when I go to use the toilet, I'll put the iPod headphones in just to hear the mix back. Yeah, that was the process. It was all consumption.
Yeah, and you made it in your room, like, where you were living, in your room, in that moment, so, like you said, playing all those bits, recording your vocals, and you can really hear the rawness of it.
Thank you.
And I like it that people are kind of catching up. Like, I feel like we're all sprinting to catch up with. You just kept on going. It's like you're going to get on the train when you get on the train. But how does it feel now to kind of reflect on it as a body of work?
So I remember when it first came out, I kept going on iTunes just to check and see that it's there on the website. You know what I'm saying? Like just being on that app that you go to see like your biggest inspirations or just your most favorite songs, your pictures there. Like, yeah, I guess that's the most for me, to be honest. Hearing people come back to me on my Instagram and so on about how it's affected them and got them through certain situations in their life, I guess that's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's out now.
And the artwork as well, it kind of goes back to that simplicity, that rawness. Is that you in your settings, in your surroundings, in your bedroom? Who took it?
Can't really remember, to be honest. No, but that is the sort of scenario that it would have been, just me surrounded by mess and clutter and an ashtray full to the brim and a mattress and rats and this and stinky carpet and hope. Yeah.
And hope, yeah.
I miss the missing pieces. I tried to deep it, but it leaves me speechless. Look the mirror in the eyes because I know he is my only weakness. Young boy, Bo Peep, don't sleep, still he's always dreaming. Free chance, free secchi, free babe. Sometimes it feels like I'm the only one who isn't in jail. And I just